Now, nearly 50 years after it was first composed, the musical of Breakfast at Tiffany's opens for the first time in its history today. London audiences will be the first to see Holly Golightly. The musical was adapted by Bob Merrill and Dave Merrick from the Truman Capote novel, and the iconic film, of course, starring Audrey Hepburn. Well, Bob Merrill's widow, Suzanne, is here, along with Hollydale Spencer, who's playing Holly Golightly. Holly makes it easy. Really good to see you both this morning. Suzanne, if we start with you, 50 years on, it seems remarkable that the work that your husband put into this, and it's taken 50 years to finally sort of get it on the stage.
Yes, it's true. It's been lying dormant for 50 years, and I'm very, very thrilled that it's going to happen here in London, and only because of the director, Ian Marshall Fisher, who called me one day last autumn saying he was interested in doing the show for his Sadlers Wells organization, and I said, oh, I'd be delighted. And he followed through, and he went back to America, to Washington, to go through the archives, and he unearthed all the material of the show, and brought it back here, hired a cast, and he's doing it. And it's amazing.
I mean, this is, there's no doubt about it, Holly, quite a responsibility for you, especially with Suzanne keeping such a close eye on things as well.
Yeah, she's spying on me. Yeah, obviously it's a really iconic role. Everyone thinks of Audrey Hepburn, which evidently I look nothing like. So when Ian Marshall Fisher, the director, and Chris Walker, the musical director, first approached me and said this is Holly Golightly based on Breakfast at Tiffany's, I kind of thought, well, where are they going with this? But in actual fact, in the book, Holly has blonde hair and green eyes.
Oh.
And at the time when the film was made, it was used as a vehicle for Audrey because she was such a star anyway. And obviously she was beautiful in the movie. But the movie kind of became something else, really, because she's so delicate. And in actual fact, Holly Golightly is perhaps not quite that delicate.
So that's
certainly not in the book.
Some of the burden for you then, hasn't it?
Well, yeah, it's something completely different. I mean, as I said, I'm perhaps somewhere in between the book and the film. The character that you read in A. Burroughs' book in the musical is kind of somewhere in between. She's gutsier, but then in the book she's quite hard and certainly says some very controversial things. So I think our Holly is somewhere in between Audrey and the Holly in the novel.
Oh, so that's quite nice then, that it's not just going to be a sort of a straight stage version of the film,
Absolutely
so you're going to get
not.
something different out of it.
Very different, because
Absolutely.
it's musicalized, and the film wasn't. The film was a film.
And it's worth, and I was looking through my notes, and I mentioned to you in the break, Suzanne, that it was previewed back in the 1960s,
Yes.
with Holly Golightly played by the legend that is Mary Tyler Moore.
Yeah.
I mean, this just goes to show what traction it had then, even though it didn't take off. Are you hoping then that you can get some traction after this performance, this sort of short run you've got here?
Yes, we really hope so, because I think the cast is wonderful, and Ian is staging it beautifully, and I think that it's going to be performed 4 Sundays in September, starting tomorrow at 3:30 at the Sadlers Wells. So we hope everyone comes to see it.
Well, I hope so too. I think it sounds absolutely magical. So I really hope it really takes off.
Thank you for having
Holly,
us.
Suzanne, really good to see you. Thank you very
Me
much
too.
indeed.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.